Excuse the background noise, I've got construction work going on. Now, this is the two views that I'm going to work off. I think you've actually got pretty much everything you need in these two views. Now, what we need to ascertain is that if you imagine this view, you can see there is these separate faces, and I'm just going to highlight them here in different hatched types. Let's put this one at a steeper still angle, and there's this one. We'll just put wiggly lines in there. These separate faces all mean that they are either a different distance towards the viewer from the page, or in this case, this one is sloped, and we need to know how far from the page these extrude towards the viewer. And you can see that this one here is this here, and that this is the this side here represents kind of the paper. So this we can say is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 units sticking out from the page. This little arrow-shaped thing is 5 units sticking out of the page. This back wall is 1, and this piece here is slopey over there, and we'll come to that in a minute. So we're just going to pick a base point on our page somewhere here, and now we're going to come out of the page 6 units. So we're going to go down and to the left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units, and just put a dot there. Now this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units left to right in that direction. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, we are off the camera. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units that way, and draw that as a solid line. And again, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 back to the back corner. That can be solid line 2, and hidden line for these back ones because they're going to be behind the rest of the object. So this base plate, as it were, you can see is just 1 unit tall. So we're just going to draw up 1 unit tall on all of these, and we can grow the hidden line 1 unit there if you want as well, and put in those solids. So this is our kind of base plate that everything sits on, and now it moves 1 unit in that way, so we'll just move 1 unit in that way, and you can see there's a visible edge all the way along that face. Okay, so that we've now pretty much built our base plate unit, and we're going to move on to the little arrow-shaped piece there. In fact, no, let's do the back wall first. So the back wall's a little bit weird. It's got this bit chopped off the top. What we're going to do is we're going to build it as if it were just a straight up rectangle, and we'll chop that bit off the top in a moment. Okay, so from this height here, moving at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So from here, you'll see it's not actually in line with the end of the thing. It's stepped 1 unit back in. So from here, we need to step 1 unit in, and then from that point, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the top back corner, and we'll draw in that line there. And then how many units long is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just on the page. Draw that, and as we said, it's 1 unit thick, so we'll draw that there. Come down, and down here. So just in simple terms, what we've got here now is the base plane and the back wall. Now, working on this arrowed thing, you can see this starts 1 unit in, which is what we've got here, and it's 1 unit tall at the back, so just 1 at the back, and we can move along 1, 2, 3, 4. So move along 1, 2, 3, 4 to here before stepping up 1. And the tip of the arrow is right here. So we'll just join that with a straight line. Now this moves how many units back? 1, 2, 3, 4 back to be on this plane here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you draw the point there. And now this edge here is going down towards that point there. So we'll draw a straight line, but we'll stop when we get to this edge, because it actually then wraps around there and then continues its downhill slope up towards this this corner there. So then you need to erase those lines that we drew on off this wall earlier, because that's now being put into part of that slope. I'll just neaten this up a bit. You see that? So this is one continuous sloping face. Now just finish building the back of that. We're going to move 1, 2, 3, 4 along here, and now this one here is erased and in there. Now there's just a hidden line in there and in there and along here for the back of the arrow. Okay, so now we've got everything except the sloped back face. That's this piece here and what you can see there. So that slope meets at this point, which you can see is 1 across and 2 up from this corner here. So 1 across and 2 up. So it meets here and it goes up to the very back face there. So we'll just draw a line here. And now you can see that this bit here needs to be erased because that's effectively being cut off. That's this bit that we said was cut off. Okay. And this edge here, which is the edge on that corner, has also been cut off, and there's a new edge, which, as you can see, is just above the unit line. So that's here. If I draw my lines with a ruler, it would be just above that isometric line. So we'll erase that. And this here. This line, of course, is parallel to that one. And then the thickness of this face, you can see up here is just 1 unit. So we'll come to here, 1 unit, come to there, and it's, again, a straight line that's parallel to this one. And then you just rub out all of the things you've got going on there to give us this continuous face here. And we know it's a continuous face because on this drawing there's just 1 box there. The hidden line down to the corner's just got erased there. I'll just put that back. That's from this corner down to the very back corner of the whole object. This line at the back there, which we had from that was the outside of this earlier. That needs to be erased too. That was just kind of used for construction. And then so the inside corner here just goes in there. Okay. So then the only thing remaining is the hole here. So to find where to put that hole, we're going to count along its 1, 2, 3, 3 in from the back, and 1, 2, 3, 4 up. So that's measuring from this corner. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that's the axis of the hole there, which means that on the front face we've got a hole here, and on the back face it's centered around that point. So put a hidden line in there and join it up with a hidden thing, and there you go. That's pretty much the shape. Obviously do it with a ruler.